I'm home.
Ah, welcome back. How did it go?
Great! I was really moved by the principal's speech. He said that no matter who we will become or where we will go, it is important to always stay honest and care about those around us, even if they are strangers. And we took some pictures. I took one with Mr. Fujioka.
Ah, Fujioka. Your favorite history teacher, right?
Yep.
Fujioka has a good family. Your teacher's parents are truly kind and hard-working people. And he himself was a calm child who spent his days quietly reading books, hardly ever causing any trouble.
And what was I like, Grandpa?
Oh, sweetie, I already told you so many times. You probably know it better than I do.
Aw, but you tell it so well. You have your own way of telling stories. I can't do that.
Oh, all right. I'll tell you once more. But a little bit later. We have work to do. Go and change, and then we'll begin.
Okay. Finally! It's my first day working at Asaoka's flower shop. I won't let you down, Grandpa. Here.
Well, then, do you want to try making a bouquet? Just as a warm-up.
I'll even make 2 if it's for you.
I always knew my granddaughter was a generous child.
What kind of bouquet should I make for you?
Oh, no. This time, you will make a bouquet for yourself. Today is your birthday as a florist. Make yourself a present.
Oh. What kind of a bouquet do I want?
Oh, you're asking me?
I've always made bouquets for you or someone else. I haven't the slightest idea of what to make for myself.
Close your eyes. Think back to a happy moment in your life. Let it be something distant, something from your childhood.
Grandpa, what is a dream?
It's what you want most in the world. Something that gives you inspiration to live. Sometimes you just go to sleep, close your eyes, and there it is. A dream.
What's your dream, Grandpa?
Mine? Well, I've always wanted to have my own flower shop. And to name it after our family. So I made it come true.
Wow! You wanted a flower shop more than anything in the world?
I guess so.
Grandpa,
What, sweetie?
will you teach me how to make bouquets?
If you want, then sure. Is it interesting for you?
This is my dream. I want it very much, more than anything. Sometimes I have a dream where I'm older and I help you at the shop. I also greet everyone who comes into our store.
I see. Then I will teach you, Hanako. I definitely will.
I thought back to the day when I asked you to teach me how to arrange bouquets. Do you remember? We were at a big field of flowers near the Ayano family's mansion.
Of course I remember. How could I forget? So small, yet so excited about starting work. You grew up far too soon, Hanako. Your father would have had a serious competitor had you followed in his steps and become an economist.
I'm sure my math skills wouldn't let me take a single step.
That might be true. Anyways, let's start.
No, it's not right. Something is off. No, it's not right. Something is off. No, it's not right. Something is off. What if I replaced this flower with this one?
There's room for improvement, but you did it. Good job, sweetie.
Thank you.
Let's go to the garden and check on how our flowers are doing.
Let's go.
Oh, some of them can already be picked.
Maybe we could plant some new ones. Do you have any seeds?
Oh, good thinking. Here you go. Splendid. Don't forget to come visit the garden every now and then to pick flowers, and to plant new ones. They need time to grow, but it's less expensive than to buy those which are already blooming. And it's very rewarding to grow them yourself.
Of course.
Now, let's get back inside. Let's order some more flowers and seeds, and then call it a day. It's getting dark out. You've just come back from your graduation, and I haven't given you a chance to get your breath yet. What an annoying old man, right?
You know that's not true. I don't think that at all. I love our flower shop, and everything seems to be easy so far.
Then I will entrust you to make an order. Check what flowers and seeds we are low on and order some more. Make sure we have 3 of each. Great! Usually the delivery arrives pretty quickly. Had we ordered it sooner, it would have been delivered by now. But now we have to wait until morning. All right, sweetie. That's all for today. Go and get some rest.
Yep, will do. I feel more tired than I expected. I should take a short nap. Hey, you promised. Tell me.
All right, promises must be kept after all. What do you want me to tell you?
Tell me the story about how you lost me at the supermarket.
Oh, what am I going to do with you? There's so many good stories, but you picked the one I'm still embarrassed about.
But it's funny. Who else had something like this happen to them?
All right, fine. Listen, you were a tiny little girl back then. Your parents were away studying at university, and I was taking care of you. One day, the first ever supermarket opened in our city. A big one, with lots of lights, just like in the big cities. The kind we had only ever seen on television. You and I were just idling around, and suddenly I decided I wanted to take a look at the supermarket. Just what is so super about it anyways? I put you on my back, and we went out. It was so big. It had so many things inside that we were just wandering around, gawking at everything like cave people for an hour or so. You were fidgeting a lot, so I got tired and had to take you off my back.
And it was then when I saw the toys.
Oh, yes, and among them was a yellow bear. The one that is taking a nap on your table right now.
Grandpa, it's a lion!
Ah, right. It always looked like a bear to me for some reason. Now, where was I?
And then little Hanako was off through the whole supermarket to get the toys.
Ah, yes. When I noticed you weren't around, oh my goodness! I swear, my hair almost went all gray that very instant.
Oh, Grandpa, how could you lose your only granddaughter?
And I did lose you. In a supermarket of all places. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. And there were a lot of people. Everyone, just like you and me, came to take a look at the supermarket. I went left, then right, but wherever I looked, there was no sign of you. I ended up not having the slightest idea of where to look. Then my nose got itchy, and I sneezed so loudly that everyone started staring at me. I opened my eyes and saw you standing right in front of me. You said, "Nice," to me with a wide smile on your face and a stuffed bear lion in your hands. Was it me sneezing that you liked, or were you just excited to have the lion? I couldn't tell. I grabbed you, paid for the toy, and we headed back home.
I was afraid as well. The lion was with me, but Grandpa wasn't. I went to look for you, but everyone was so tall, and I was so small that I couldn't see anything. But when I heard your sneeze, I knew it was you right away. No one else sneezes like that.
That's true. So that's the story.
Yeah.
Hanako, I wanted to ask you about something.
Yes?
Are you really sure you want to work at the flower shop? Your parents are doing their best to give you a life abroad, hoping that you will one day follow in their footsteps. And here you are, sitting with an old man in an old shop in a tiny town on the edge of the world. Look, even the ceiling is starting to get cracks in it. You could go to your parents and become a serious business lady in a black suit, just like your mother.
But business ladies can't have pigtails.
That's true. They can only have a ponytail.
My dearest Grandpa, we already talked about this, haven't we? I've already decided ever since I was a child, and have never wanted to change my decision ever since. I will breathe life into every nook and cranny of the Asauka flower shop, no matter what.
But you have never seen the world. Who knows? Maybe you will find something even more exciting out there.
My world is here, Grandpa, with you and our old yet so cozy flower shop in our tiny city.
Why do I even try to persuade you? I do want you to stay and work at the shop. You have such a talent, such a feel for the complex nature of flowers. But your parents are worried, and so am I. We all want what's best for you. What if you don't like the job?
You know, Grandpa, I would really like it if my parents came back. We need them here, not somewhere far away.
You know why it's like this, right? They're valuable experts in their field. They simply cannot fulfill their potential here. Over there, they have high buildings and colorful billboards.
And we have a clear and beautiful night sky.
It's always busy over there.
Well, it's nice and quiet here.
Even the smell over there must be different.
Here, it smells like flowers and home. What's better than that? Grandpa, I want to be here, by your side. I like it that way. Why are you trying to get rid of me?
I'm not Hanako. I'm just afraid of being selfish. I should go.
All right.
I am truly happy to have you here, sweetie. Thank you.
Don't worry, Grandpa. This is my home. I'm not going anywhere. Now we should sleep.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
Why did it start raining in the middle of the night?
Good morning. What a nice dream. Now it's time for work. Good morning.
Oh, hey, sweetie. Did you sleep well? What did you dream about last night?
I was flying in the sky on a big dandelion. I was holding tight to the stem as the flower shop was getting further and further away. But I wasn't afraid at all, even though I was already quite high up in the air.
Can't say I'm surprised to hear that. You, young lady, have never been a scaredy cat. You were climbing trees faster than any of the boys when you were little. I guess that was around the time I started to go gray. Anyway, I'm leaving to visit Mrs. Saotome. She's been inviting me over for apple pie and afternoon tea for almost a month now. I'm leaving you in charge.
Gotcha! Grandpa, why do you always say Mrs. Saotome? Weren't you friends even before I was born?
Well, you know, Hanako. Some women are always a Mrs., and it's usually not worth questioning, even if they are much younger.
Is that so? Am I such a woman?
For someone, maybe.
And for you?
For me, you're a sweet little girl who planted her baby tooth, then watched it for half a day just to see what it would grow to be.
You enjoy bringing that up so much, don't you?
Well, what else do I have left? Right. I'm going now. You're in charge. Make sure that we have flowers for customers. If there are no flowers, no one will come. And even if someone does, we won't be able to help them. Once you're done with the preparations, you can go and do your own thing. But don't go too far.
All right.
I'm leaving.
Bye-bye.
Hanako! Hanako! Hey, hey! We're here! Howdy!
Hello, Hanako. Hello, girls. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Awesome! Woke up and decided to say hello to our neighbors before school. Hey there, neighbor!
Hello, neighbor. Sayuri, what about you?
Thank you. I'm fine. I'm going over what we studied last time.
Right now?
Yes.
Ah, you know it all.
And you are a troublemaker.
I know.
Stop making faces.
I only do it sometimes. Papa says it's okay if it's not all the time. How can I not listen to him?
That's the only part you listen to.
All right. Come on, girls. Don't fight.
Hanako, we wanted to tell you that after our classes, we are going for a walk. If you need any flowers, just let us know.
Yep, we'll for sure bring you everything we find, neighbor.
It's a good thing that you asked. I actually could use some more flowers for the shop.
Lovely.
Will do. It's fun to talk to you, neighbor, but we have stuff to do. See ya!
See you later, Hanako.
Bye, girls. I'm glad that the twins offered their help. But if they bring flowers after their classes, it might be a little late. Maybe I should go and look myself.
Good morning. Are you Asaoka Hanako?
Good morning. Yes, that's me.
I'm here to deliver an order you placed yesterday.
Oh, just in time.
And here you go. Here's the check.
Okay,
And a seal just over here, please.
done.
And over here.
Done.
Ah, great. Thank you for your order. And if you need anything else, we are always happy to be of help. To be honest, I am a huge fan of your grandfather's talent. He's an exceptional person.
Yes, I think so too. Just like most of the people in our lovely city.
Can't argue with that. Please excuse me. I have to go now.
Yes, of course. Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
This should be enough. I'll wait till Grandpa is back, and then I'll take a walk. Maybe someone will come in the meantime. My very first customer. Who will it be? Welcome to our flower shop. Oh!
Quiet! Sit! Quit! Who do you think I'm talking to? Sit! Now! Sit, sweetheart. Doesn't mean lay down and get your belly ready for a rub. There's a fairly important nuance here. I guess I'll have to explain it to you again. I'm so sorry. He just really cannot take it when I go somewhere and leave him behind. And I couldn't find where to tie him up outside anyway. Do you mind if he stays for a bit? Do you even allow animals here?
To be honest, I'm not sure. You're the first one ever in our shop with a pet. I think even if it's not allowed, we can make an exception for the first time.
Thanks. I know he's big and stuff, but he won't hurt a fly, trust me. I know everyone says things like this about their dogs, but it's the most true truth in the world in our case. Cross my heart. And he will behave and won't cause any troubles. And this is, well, not the most true truth in the world.
He is rather quiet for now. Well, quiet might not be the right word after all. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hanako. I'm happy to see you both in our flower shop.
Great! I'm Rin, a freelance artist, an exemplary student, a beauty, and the best dog trainer in the world. And some of these things are not the most true truth either.
A free artist?
Not literally. I don't draw, and I'm actually studying to be an engineer. In the College of Industrial Construction and Business, yeah. I don't really know what it all means. I just saw it in some super thick brainy book. Sounds respectful.
And what's the name of your dog?
The dog? Oh! You're not Woof. You're Tin. And Tin is my best friend. He was the first puppy I ever raised. I was around 15 back then, and I cannot say I knew what I was doing. I am the master of nicknames. I'm Rin. He's Tin. Isn't it awesome? Super simple. And every dog would remember that in an instant.
He seems to enjoy his name. Are you and Tin looking for something specific?
Exactly! Specific is the right word for it. And it seems like Tin has felt the scent of this specific somewhere around here. He was the one who brought me here. Do you have cats?
Cats? I'm sorry. We don't sell cats. This is a flower shop, not a pet shop after all.
No, that's not what I meant. Sure, you don't sell cats. Selling flowers together with cats is such a silly idea. But selling cats together with flowers is magnificent. I would even say kawaii. Maybe. I'm not that sure.
Wait! Don't blush, don't bark. Could you slow down and tell me more? Did you want to give someone a kitten together with flowers as a gift?
A puppy, not a kitten. And not to give, but to sell. Stray puppies are tough to sell.
Sorry, I still don't really understand.
Sorry, I'm rushing to get to the point and putting the cart before the horse. Allow me to explain. No, Tin. We won't be riding any horses. And my idea is awesome. Well, I don't necessarily breed dogs, to be honest. I pick them up off of streets.
Oh, so you pick up stray dogs?
You bet I do. It's not like I'm stealing them away from their owners. And what kind of dog would just wander around the streets while having a home? You know, Hanako, every time I see another poor homeless buddy with no one to feed them, care for them, or even say a kind word to them, I feel as if some anger boils deep inside me, as if I were a volcano ready to burst with lava. Just imagine having a life where not a single soul has ever said something kind to you. And the worst thing about it is that I seem to be the only one who notices them. People just don't pay attention. And if they do, it's even worse. They dare to genuinely believe that by hurting dogs and making them go away, they're just being responsible adults who's trying to solve a problem. Hurting dogs is the worst. It's as if the only two things these so-called adults can do is either do nothing or make things even worse. That's freaking ridiculous!
You're talking about it with such a passion. I completely agree. Violence is never a solution to a problem.
Awesome! That's what I thought. So, I found a different solution. A third one. I saved some money, borrowed a 10 on the market, and here I am. Selling people straight. It's 10 times more convenient than begging your friends to take them or making flyers to hand out to random people.
That's a great idea. But I think you started off by telling me it wasn't working out?
Yeah, things turned out different from what I imagined. People don't want to buy my puppies even though I make them look so good you can just... take them and go to any pet fashion show out there. You can see the disappointment written all over their faces when I tell them that they're mixed breed pups. And I was told I have to pay rent for the tent. It turns out I have to do it every month. Can you imagine? I got sad for a bit, and I thought that I would eventually have to leave the tent. But then I thought about it. again and again and again. Really racked my head for a solution this time, and I got it! Everyone is interested in rare purebred dogs because they're fashionable nowadays. My dogs must become fashionable as well! Couture! Don't know what couture is supposed to mean. Read the word in a fancy magazine. Sounds like something people are going to like.
So, if you came to me, you must have already thought of something, haven't you?
Sure I did! Every puppy has its own unique personality, and every human can find a good friend among them. But people don't see it. They just see their fur color, ear shape, or something like that. Flowers can convey qualities that are difficult to express with words. Or that's what I heard from a TV show. But I need someone who can help me. A florist. So you will be my florist. And next to each puppy, I will put a bouquet that will describe their personalities. That will definitely draw attention. 100% probability. What do you think?
To be honest, I can't tell for sure. It sounds very creative and all, but at the same time, it's a little out there. I mean, you just saw on a TV show that flowers can convey a meaning, and tried to do as it said, right? Do you think the bouquets will really help out in this situation?
Yes, I'm positive it will. But you're probably right. I'm getting ahead of myself. Last time I thought I would sell out my stray puppies like hotcakes. Here's what we'll do. We'll try out my idea with one puppy as an experiment.
Great! Let's try that. What kind of personality does this first puppy have?
The one that makes it difficult to find an owner. Crimson is a proud and very independent dog. He's restless, pushy, and doesn't like any scritches or belly rubs. He can growl and can even try to nip at you sometimes. But I had all the necessary tests done for him. He's completely fine. Let's just say he's not rushing to obey a stranger anytime soon and tries to protect his siblings. Still, I know there's someone out there with a strong personality who will make a big impression and give Crimson respect, and they'll get the same respect in return. They'll have Crimson protecting the peace in the family in no time. Probably a man might be a good suit for Crimson. Strong nerves and months of training will result in a faithful and undoubtedly loyal friend. A friend, not a beast guardian. He'll enjoy playing fun games and will be more than happy to let out all his unlimited energy. And a four-legged friend like this will never let something bad happen to his owner. A gorgeous dog. And no one gets it. Not you. But yeah, you are gorgeous as well. Who could argue with that?
You know, I think you're right. It's not that challenging to express this with flowers. Tin, be patient, please. I need some time to work. I think this bouquet will fit
Awesome! I don't know much about flowers, but even I can see how similar they both are. Now I'll teach that lady from the cat shop a lesson. Yesterday, she suddenly claimed that non-purebred puppies will never be of any interest to anyone. Can you imagine? But she's selling cats. Cats! What on earth does she know about life?
I don't think cats are to blame. There's no point in being angry at them. But please let me know how it goes, and if my bouquet worked for Crimson. I'm so curious. If you don't have time to come, you can write me a letter.
I'll find time, but I really have to go now. My friend who's keeping an eye on the tent for me must be going crazy. See you later, Hanako!
Goodbye, Rin. Bye-bye, Tin. Wow, he's actually waving at me.
Sure he is. The sky's the limit to what Tin can do. He dislikes commands, but tricks? Everywhere and all the time. I've been teaching him funny things ever since he was a puppy. Good job, Tin! You get a biscuit!
I'm home!
Welcome back. How was the pie?
Oh, delicious! I ate so much I could barely move! By the way, they asked me to bring you some apples. Said they're real sweet.
Thank you. I'll definitely try them.
You know me. I like eating sweets. And with a job like ours, some people may not always be nice. Sometimes they may say quite unpleasant things. But I want you to understand that they're not all doing this because they're bad. It's just that something from their past has hurt them. And hurt people hurt people. Sometimes a person will hurt others when they are struggling for attention. No matter what kind of customer we are dealing with, we have to do our job and stay cheerful. Sweets help to brighten up the mood.
I thought that you simply liked sweets, but I see that you had a secret motive all along.
Oh, yes, young detective. You got me. And one more thing. If you ever happen to get down, turn on the radio and listen to some music. You can often hear a violin or other beautiful instruments playing on the radio. It's always nice to listen to calming music like this. Plus, they talk about the weather as well. It's good to know when it's about to rain so that you don't go looking for flowers in the middle of a storm.
Oh, thanks for mentioning that. I was just about to go for a walk. Maybe I'll manage to gather some more flowers.
Ah, good thinking. Walking is good for your health. Go on. I'll keep an eye on your workplace in the meantime.
Roger that, partner. This bucket is quite small, so I should only pick the flowers that I need the most. I'm back. Where is Grandpa? He must be taking a nap. I'll eat an apple and wait for the next customer then. Yummy!
Hey, we're back.
And we brought you some flowers.
Here you go. I don't know if these are what you needed, though.
Thank you, girls. You helped me a lot.
No problem, neighbor.
Time to work now. Please come in. I'll be there in a minute.
What a cute little flower shop.
I'm sorry. I mean, thank you. I was arranging some bouquets and got a bit distracted. How can I help?
Oh, no worries, no worries. Some flowers tend to have a bit of a temper, while others are quite fickle, to say the least.
I would say some are just more sensitive than others. Do you like flowers?
Oh, I love flowers. I used to grow them a lot back in the day. When was it exactly? I can hardly remember. Right after I graduated middle school, I guess. We had a big garden outside the city where I tended to many flowers. We had a lot of different and quite rare ones there. I was growing them and making sure that each flower, even the ones most difficult to please, had what they needed to shine. I was also teaching new workers how to treat each flower they would have to deal with.
Sounds wonderful. I would like to visit such a garden one day.
I used to dream about having an even bigger and much more beautiful garden myself. I would then open a flower shop to arrange marvelous bouquets for my visitors. Can you imagine? I even got my hands on an old book about the secret language of flowers. Oh gosh, of course I forgot everything over time.
But why did you leave?
You do remember, right? Oh, what am I saying, old bag? No way you can remember. Things were not good back then. Lots of people didn't have a job. Factories and fields were abandoned. Shops were closing. Our garden got closed as well.
How horrible!
I cried for 2 days in a row. Then my stomach growled so loud that I had to wipe my tears and go find a job. My family had plenty of mouths to feed, other than me. It was tough at the beginning. I had to go for any job I could possibly get. And oh, I had many. At first, my good friend invited me to work at a small farm. I was looking after cows there. Was it after a year of working at the railroad when I moved to the city? Or was it when that ill-tempered boy didn't longer need a nanny? What was his name again? Oh, I'm so scattered-brained. In any case, it was for sure before I worked as a painter. Or a baker. Oh, I'm going on and on, aren't I? I must have exhausted you by now with all this nonsense.
Not at all. I've been mostly studying at school or working with flowers my whole life. I can't even fathom how tough it must have been for you.
Oh, it wasn't all that bad. To be honest, I have a whole bag of good memories about that time in my life. What I've learned and seen and experienced could be enough to fill 2 lives. And I've always known that whatever life may throw my way, I'll always pull through. There were times when I missed my garden and my beautiful dream. But sometimes the only thing I could possibly dream about was when my next nap was going to be. But it's nothing. But When I came across your signboard, I couldn't even imagine I'd find such a lovely place as this here. It's even better than the one I dreamt up of in my youth.
I'm so happy to hear it. But I'm not the one to praise. It was my grandfather who opened and ran our family flower shop for years. He was the one who taught me how to love and care for flowers.
Flower shop. Flowers? Oh, for heaven's sake, I nearly forgot. I was sent to you on an important mission.
Of course. I'll do my best.
The landlady I work for needs a beautiful bouquet for her home. It's not even a house. It's more of an old family mansion. Only God knows how many years ago it was built. It is filled with all sorts of decorations, statues, and rich curtains. The last ones are only there to collect dust, it seems. But today is a special occasion. One famous artist has finally finished the restoration of the main family treasure, a portrait of my landlady's great-grandfather. He's been messing with it for 2 years. I have no idea what you could be doing with one single portrait for so long. There is a special place in the Great Hall prepared for the portrait, and the landlady would like to have a bouquet next to it. She preserves memories about her great-grandfather with care, and often talks about how important flowers were for him, even though his occupation was a truly masculine one.
A truly masculine one?
My landlady's great-grandfather was a highly respected naval officer, with no match nowadays. He started off as a cabin boy, and with his courage and loyalty, he earned the respect of those he led into battle. He was always keeping his promises, always knew what had to be done. This was what made everyone deeply admire him. You can say he was a man of honor. Still, no one can tell the story better than her. And now she's relying on me. I wish I had never bragged about me studying about the language of flowers. I mean, I did, but it was so long ago. The only thing I can do now is cut some flowers for the lunch table.
I think I understand what would work for your landlady. we are. This bouquet should be to your landlady's liking.
Thank you deeply. You do have a wonderful flower shop. And your grandfather is not the only one to praise for this. I wish you all the best.
Oh, back already?
Grandpa, it's already evening. You slept the day away.
Oh, you're right. Well, I guess now I won't have anything else to do at night but to hunt mice. Nice job today, Hanako. Go and get some rest. I will take it from here.
All right.
To give away dogs with flowers. What an odd thing to do. I've never heard of anything like that in my entire life. Who thinks this stuff up?
Not to give away, to sell. Rin likes dogs a lot, and it hurts her to see dogs being mistreated. So she's trying to do something to help.
Is that so? Dogs are man's best friend, no doubts about that there. I used to have a dog. A long time ago, before your father was even born.
You did? You never told me that.
Had I told you, you would have wanted one for yourself.
Of course I would have. How is it possible to not want a dog?
That's true. I found mine as well, just as your friend did. I was quite young and green back then. Didn't know much about life. Working on the field exhausted me, so I headed back home. All my clothes were covered in dirt, and my trousers had so many holes I could have easily used them as a fishing net. At some point, I saw a poor stray dog walking towards me. It seemed like it was having a very hard time dealing with the heat. The poor thing was panting like it had run a mile. The dog got right in front of me, opened its mouth, and looked straight up at me. "Let's go to the river and get you some water," I said to him. People can say, oh, it's an animal, it's dumb and can't understand. But no, animals understand us pretty well. They just communicate differently. So we went to a river and drank some water. I also washed my face a bit. From then on, I often went back to that river after a long day of work. Sometimes if I saw the dog, I'd greet it. It always recognized me and was always fun to be around. That was what our friendship was like. Then as soon as he came, he went, and I never saw him again. Such a shame. He was a great dog, even if he had no owner.
Oh, so he didn't live with you? But you said it was your dog.
My home back then wasn't good enough, Hanako, even for a...
No way.
I'm dead serious. And the dog was mine, that's right. You don't need an animal to sleep and eat next to you to call it yours. If it remembers you and is happy to have you around, then it's yours.
I see. Maybe one day, when I work up the courage to get a dog, I'll definitely go see Rin. What do you think? Wouldn't it be great to have a dog?
Why not? I don't mind. We can go together and pick one once you're more used to your duties.
Thank you. And yes, I really want you to go with me. How wonderful. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask, do we allow our customers to enter with animals?
Well, if an animal is well behaved, then I guess we do.
Tin? Oh, no, that's the dog next door.